Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel ApnaFUNDA Online. In this video, Profit and Loss video 6, we bring to you yet another set of questions on profit and loss. I hope you have watched our previous videos on profit and loss. I am sharing the video links of the previous sessions in the description box. I'm also sharing the playlist link of percentage videos in the description box. To know percentage, please have a look at those videos, and you need to be really good at percentage when you're solving questions on profit and loss. If you're good with percentage, you will definitely be good with profit and loss also. In case if you're unable to follow or having some trouble anywhere, repeat the questions where you are uncomfortable and watch it again. Kindly subscribe to ApnaFUNDA Online to ensure that you don't miss a single video on this topic. If you have any query, doubts, or anything you want to tell us, you can mail us at hello@apnafundaonline.in. In the description box, there are also links to our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter page. Click on those links and follow our page for daily updates. Now let's start solving. Keep your copies ready, take a pen, and solve along with me. First question. A shopkeeper sold 17 pens at 720 rupees and made a loss equal to cost price of 5 pence. Find the cost price of 1 pen. Now let's start solving this step by step. What I know is that on selling 17 pens at 720, I made a loss, which is the cost price of 5 pence. Now, can I say that, the selling price of 17 pence, correct? On this, I made a loss of cost price of 5 pence. So can I say by the formula cost price of 17 pence minus selling price of 17 pence is equals to cost price of 5 pence? We know that cost price minus selling price is equal to loss, correct? So by that logic, can I say cost price of 17 pence minus selling price of 17 pence is equal to cost price of 5 pence? Correct? Now let's start solving this. Cost price of 17 pence minus selling price of 17 pence is 720. So we'll write 720, correct, is equals to cost price of 5 pence. Correct? I'm going very slow. Please understand what we have done over here. We know that loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. That is when the cost price is greater than the selling price. So what we have done over here, that cost price of 17 pence minus selling price of 17 pence is equal to cost price of 5 pence. On selling 17 pence at 720, there is a loss equal to cost price of 5 pence. So by that logic, we say cost price of 17 pence minus selling price of 17 pence, which is 720, is equals to cost price of 5 pence. So cost price of 17 pence minus cost price of 5 pence is equals to 720. So cost price of 12 pence is equals to 720. So therefore, cost price of 1 pen is equals to 720 divided by 12, which is equal to 60. This is the cost price of 1 pen, which we have to find out. I hope you are able to follow. If you have not understood, please repeat this question, solve it again. It's a very simple question. You just need to keep the formulas in your mind. You need to be aware of the right usage of the formulas in the right question. I hope you have solved along with me. Solve it again if you are not yet clear. Next question. A shopkeeper makes 400%, 450% profit by selling an article. If the cost of the article increases by 65%, find out what percentage of selling price is the profit assuming that selling price remains same? Let's go step by step. Let us assume the cost price to be 100. Correct. Now there is a profit of 450% on this. So this is equal to 450 by 100 into 100, which is equal to 450. So my selling price becomes cost price plus profit, which is 550. Correct. This is the first part of the question. Now the second part says if the cost of the article increases by 65. So now cost price from 100, there is an increase of 65%. So it has become 165. Correct. Now cost price is 165. However, the selling price remains the same, which is 550. So my profit is equals to 550 minus 165, which is 385. So the profit percentage, which we always calculate on the cost price, we are supposed to calculate on the selling price because that is what the question wants. Find out what percentage of selling price is the profit. So profit percent equals to 385, which is the profit, divided by selling price, which is 550 into 100, which is equal to 70% is my answer. Simple question. Go step by step, understand what is the question asking for, what we have done, and I'm sure you'll be able to follow this, solve this. The answer is 70%. Next question. Ram sells goods to Bharat at 20% profit. If Bharat sells it for 18,900 and makes 20% profit, find the cost price of the goods for Ram. Very simple question. It just requires back calculation. Let's do it. What is given is Ram sells it to Bharat at 20% profit, and Bharat, when he sells it to, let's say he sells it to you, he also makes 20% profit and he sells it for 18,900. So we need to find the cost price of goods for Ram. Correct. Simple back calculation. Let's do back calculation from this side to Bharat and find out the cost price for Bharat. And then next we'll do from to Bharat to Ram, and we'll find out the cost price for Ram. So first part, 18,900 into 100 by 120. This is the cost price for Bharat that we are calculating. This is the selling price into 100 by 100 plus profit. I hope you know this formula. In case if you're not aware, please watch my first two videos. We have discussed all the formulas. Please make a note. By this time in video 6, you should have all the formulas on your fingertips. This is equal to 15,750. So now the cost price of Bharat is 15,750. Now let's find out the cost price for Ram, which is we are required to find. So cost price for Ram is equals to of selling price for Ram, selling price into 100 divided by he made a profit of 20%, so 120. This is equal to 13125. This is the cost price of the goods for Ram. Simple question, requires back calculation, requires you to be 100% aware of all the formulas that we have discussed so far, especially in the first two videos in our introduction on cost price, selling price, profit, loss, mark price, discount percentage. If you have made a note, if you have been able to solve all the questions this far, you are good, you are doing good. And as we level up the questions, you will be thorough with profit and loss. Let's go to next. Next question. Ram purchased a tablet and sold it to Bharat at 30% profit. Bharat sold it to Lakshman at 10% loss. If Lakshman paid rupees 4,680 to Bharat, what is the profit made by Ram? Simple question. Let's solve it step by step. What we know is Ram purchased a tablet and he sold it to Bharat at 30% profit. Bharat sold it to Lakshman at 10% loss. Lakshman paid 4,680 ultimately to Bharat. What is the profit made by Ram? Now we can solve this question doing the back calculation. However, since we need to find the profit made by Ram, what I would suggest to start solving from the start itself. What I mean is, let us assume that Ram purchased the tablet at X, correct? Now he sold it at 30% profit. So let's add 30% profit on X. So this is 3X by 10, correct? So the selling price for Ram, what I mean the cost price for Bharat becomes X plus 3X by 10. So this is 13X by 10, correct? So we have the cost price for Ram, we have the selling price of Ram and cost price for Bharat. Okay. Next, Bharat sold it to Lakshman at 10% loss. So 10% of 13x by 10. This is equal to 13x by 100. So what is the cost price for Lakshman? It is 13x by 10 minus 13x by 100. This gives me 117x by 100. This is the cost price for Lakshman, that is selling price for Bharat. So now we have cost price, selling price for Ram, cost price, selling price for Bharat, and cost price for Lakshman. Now Lakshman paid 4,680 to Bharat. So 117x divided by 100 is equal to 4,680. Now let's solve for x. 117x by 100 is equals to 4,680. So x is equal to 4,680 into 100 by 117, correct? So cost price for Ram, that is x, is equal to 4,000. We need to find profit made by Ram. So he made a 30% profit. So 30% on 4,000 is 1,200. My answer is 1,200. I'm sure you also must have got this answer. Very good question. Very easy to solve. You can solve it in minute if you know how to do fast calculations. If you are aware about all these plus and minus in the profit and loss and how to do it. It's a very simple question. Next question. The cost price of 20 toys is the same as the selling price of A toys. If the profit is 25%, then find the value of A. Now what is given in the first sentence is the cost price of 20 toys is same as the selling price of A toys. Now when you just read the first sentence, you cannot say whether A is greater than 20 or less than 20. But in our second sentence, we know that the profit is 25%. So now I know that 20 is definitely greater than A. Correct? Now, if you have seen our first two videos, we discussed a formula on such type of questions wherein it says that profit percent is equals to goods left by goods sold into 100. If you're not aware of this formula, if you have not seen this formula, please watch my first two videos on profit and loss. We have discussed all the important formulas necessary to know by heart to solve all such questions on profit and loss. Now let's proceed with the formula itself. Profit percent is 25. Goods left. Let's say 20 minus A, correct? Goods sold is A into 100. Now let's just solve for A. That is what we want to find. So 25 by 100 is equals to 20 minus A by A. This goes, so A is equals to 4 into 20 minus A, correct? So A is equals to 80 minus 4A. 5A is equals to 80. A is equals to 80 divided by 5, which is equal to 16. My answer is 16. This is the value of A. I am sure you have also got this answer. Next question. The percentage profit earned by selling an article for rupees 3,904 is equal to the percentage loss incurred by selling the same article for rupees 2,496. At what price should the article be sold to make a profit of 40%? Now, what we know is that when the article was sold for 3,904 or 2,496, the profit percentage was equal to the profit loss respectively. Correct? That is the first part of the question, and I think that is extremely important for us to find. Okay, now let's solve this. Now we know that when we have to find the cost price of anything, it is selling price into 100 divided by 100 plus minus profit or loss. Correct? We'll use this formula to solve this question. So can I say by this question 3,904 into 100 divided by 100 plus x. I've assumed that percentage which is both loss and profit as x. This is equal to 2496 into 100 divided by 100 minus x. Please agree with me and then only proceed. I'll repeat it again. We know that cost price is equal to selling price into 100 divided by 100 plus minus profit or loss. As per the question, when the article is sold for 3,904, the percentage profit is equal to the percentage loss when the article is sold for 2,496. This is the expression that you should get. Okay, now let's solve this. This is going to be a little complicated, but this is how we need to solve it. 3,000, but we just will go very bluntly, very fast, divided by and minus x. Correct? Now we just multiply. So we know that 390400 minus 390400 is equals to 249600, again 00 plus 249600x. Correct? I hope you're able to understand. This side goes here, this side goes here. This is the expression that you should get. When you solve this, you will come to 1400 is equals to 64000000x. X is equals to, we directly cancel the last four zeros. X is equals to 1408 divided by 6400. This is equal to 22%. So the percentage profit, which was equal to percentage loss, is 22. Now just take any expression. Let's say I take 3904 into 100 by 100 plus 22. When we solve this, it comes to 3,200. Similarly, when 2496 into 100 divided by 100 minus 22, which is 78, We solve this, this will come to 3,200. This is the cost price. This 3,200 is the cost price. We are not done yet because the question is at what price should the article be sold to make a profit of 40%. Now 40% on 3,200, this is how we'll calculate. So let's solve it. 40 into 32, this will give me 1280. So my final selling price is equals to 3,200 plus 1,280. This is equal to 4,480. This is my answer. I hope you have solved along with me. This question definitely involves a lot of calculation. However, with speed maths, with practicing regularly, you should get a grip of how to solve such complicated, fast, and long questions immediately. And also, please read what at the end it is required. You can solve just at 22% and you may not read what it is required to find the selling price at 40% profit. So please read what the question is asking for. Next question. A dry fruit wholesaler allows a discount of 25% on a consignment and still makes 20% profit. Overall, he gained rupees 160. Find the mark price. Okay, let's solve this. So we know that cost price, there is always a markup which gives me a marked price. And then on the marked price, there is a discount. And then I arrive at the selling price. Correct. Now, what is given is the wholesaler has allowed a discount of 25% on the consignment. And despite that, he made a 20% profit. So in this question, I will assume the mark price to be 100. There is a discount of 25%. That means my selling price becomes 75. I hope you agree. There is a discount 25%. That is 25 is the discount. So my selling price is 75. Now in selling price of 75, there is a profit of 20%. Now, this will help me to find the cost price. So can I say that cost price in this case is equal to 75 into 100 divided by 100 plus 120, which is 75 into 100 by 120. This is equal to 62.5. So my cost price is 62.5. So in this scenario, when we have taken the mark price as 100, there is a gain of 12.5 rupees. Overall, the wholesaler gained 160. We are required to find the mark price. Now it is very simple. So let's go step by step. When the gain is equal to 12.5, mark price is 100. When the gain is equal to 1, mark price is 100 by 12.5. When the gain is equal to 160, mark price is equal to 100 by 12.5 into 160. This is equal to 1280. This is the mark price. This is my answer. Very simple question. I hope you have followed, you have solved along with me, and this is the answer that even you will get. Next question. Prithvi marks up all items in his store by 20%. He gives 25% discount on 2/5 of the total items and 12% discount on 1/4 of the total items. If Prithvi gets an overall profit of 2.3%, then what percentage of discount should be given by Prithvi to customers on the remaining items? Let's go step by step. This is a very easy question. If you solve step by step, you will be able to get a good grasp of that you are not going wrong anywhere. So let's solve it step by step. For this particular question, what I assume that there is 100 grams of any item that he's selling and the cost price of that is 100. This is what I have assumed. This is the cost price. Now, the first line says that he marks up all the items in his store by 20%. So it means 100 gram is equal to 120. This is the mark price. Correct. Now let's go step by step. He gives 25% discount on 2/5 of the total items. 2/5 of the total items, he is giving 25% discount. So 2/5 is actually 40%. Correct. So 40 gram, 40 is the cost price. Correct. 40 gram, 20% markup. So 48 is the mark price. And now we come to selling price. He gave 25% discount. That is 1/4. So on 1/4 of this, it comes to 36 selling price. I hope you agree. In the next step, it says he gives 12% discount on 1/4 of the total items. So 1/4, which is 25%, 25 gram is 25 cost price. 25 gram mark price will be 30. Now we come to selling price. After 12% discount, the selling price is 26.4. You can solve it and check. This is the answer. Correct. Next, if Prithvi gets an overall profit of 2.3, then what percentage of discount should be given by Prithvi to customers on the remaining items? 40%, 25%. So remaining is 35%. We'll come to that. We know that the remaining items are 35%. Now what it says is 100 gram for 100 cost price we assumed, 100 gram 120 mark price it became. He gets an overall profit of 2.3. So 100 gram he is selling at 102.3. This is the selling price. Correct. Now 40 gram selling price is 36. 25 gram selling price is 26.4. 65 gram selling price is 62.4. Correct. Now the remaining 35 gram he has to sell it at 102.3 minus 62.4, which is 39.9. Correct. I hope you agree. So now we come to the 35%. This will now solve our question. 35 gram, 35. This is our cost price. 35 gram, 20% markup. So 42 becomes mark price. 35 gram, our selling price is 39.9. This is our selling price. So the difference in mark price and selling price is the discount, which is 2.1. So discount percentage becomes 2.1 divided by mark price 42 into 10 into 100. Correct. So I get the answer as 5%. So the percentage of discount that he gave on the remaining items to customers is 5%. This is a little complicated question. This requires perfect understanding of cost price, mark price, discount, markups, profit, loss. You need to solve such questions step by step to ensure that you don't do a single mistake and be assured that you are doing it correctly. The way I have solved it, wherein I have assumed that there's 100 gram of some item that he's keeping at his store. I took it the cost price to be 100. So he marked up all the items by 20%. So 100 gram became 120. Now I went step by step, 25% discount on 2/5 of the items, 12% discounts on 1/4 of the item. Correct. So if you see here, 2/5 is 40%. So 40% is 40 gram, 40 gram. So when you say 100 gram is 100, so 1 gram is 1, 40 gram becomes 40. You know cost price, you know mark price, discount is given, so you know selling price. When you are able to find out cost price, mark price, selling price for each of the part, there are three parts: 40%, 25%, and the remaining 35%. When you are able to solve this, when you are able to have perfect clarity, you will get your question correct in no time. I hope you have solved along. If you have not been able to follow, please watch this part again, understand this question, solve it again. If you have any query, write it to me. We'll solve more such questions on profit and loss in our upcoming videos. I end the video here. We'll solve more questions in our next video. So do not forget to watch our next video on profit and loss. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. If you have any query, doubts, or anything you want to tell us, you can mail us at hello@apnafundaonline.in. You can also follow us on social media platforms for daily updates for Apna Funda Online. Ensure you don't miss a single video on this topic. So kindly subscribe to our channel Apna Funda Online and press the bell icon. Stay tuned for more educational videos. Thank you.